Hey everybody, welcome back to the Peregrine Dame. I'm Rachel Parsons. We're in South Africa, and quick, it's quit raining. I'm Rachel Parsons. I travel the planet largely alone in order to get a truer perspective of this amazing globe. No distractions, no itineraries. Up close and personal. Amazing. And I'm ready to show you that traveling solo doesn't have to be so scary. In this episode, we finally get out of the Land Rovers and experience Tula Tula on foot. I kind of think the bushwalks are actually more interesting than the game drives. The game, you obviously get out, you cover a lot of land and you see a lot of the big stuff, but sometimes being on foot out here is just as fascinating. The yellow-billed kite that we were just watching hunting termites as they fly into the air are just amazing, and you get so close when you're standing literally in the middle of, you know, for better or worse, their feeding grounds. They're just amazing. While you get a better grasp of the diversity of natural life here on the walks, you also get a better grasp of the problems facing the reserve. The drought they're having here is one of the worst they've had in what they've told me is about 20 years. The riverbed I'm walking in right now has been known to overflow its banks up to the lodge I'm staying in, and it's completely bone dry. It's really pretty heartbreaking, but at least it's still sprinkling now. It rained really heavily last night, so hopefully slowly, literally drop by drop, it'll come back to life, because it's one of the main arteries here, and it's really needed badly. All of the land that Tula Tula occupies was once part of King Shaka's royal hunting ground, and the local Zulu staff are knowledgeable and proud to share stories and history. Seasways stopped to point out an old Zulu combat training tool lying on the ground.
Say the Zulus fighting with the Ngunis. All the time, they're fighting in the thickets. In the thickets, there's a lot of thorns. The time, get inside the thicket, getting pain of the thorns, you're gonna forget about the fight. You're gonna sit down and take it off the thorn. Then other people's gonna kill you. Yeah. That's why they use these thorns, because they are warriors gonna walk on top of the thorns. They don't cut the thorns and go straight to kill that guy.
Seasway points out that Shaka trained his men not to stop to pull the 2-inch long thorns out of their bare feet, or they could be overtaken and killed by the enemy. Or by Shaka Zulu himself if he caught them doing it during training.
Walk barefooted on top of these thorns. The time you feel pain and sit down, take it off the thorns, King Shaka's kill you. Because they say we are coward. You have to say, I'm a man, and walk forward.
So glad I'm not a man. If you've read Lawrence Anthony's book, The Elephant Whisperer, you'll be familiar with this. It's the boma that his elephant herd was put into and broke out of, electric wire and all, their first time at Tula Tula. By the end of our bushwalk, we are at one of the 2 scheduled lectures on environmental issues that the Earth Organization, who hosts the tour, is currently working on. One of the Earth Organization's principal missions is global environmental education, and they make it a whole lot of fun. Next time on the Peregrine Dame, we head into Bukanana, the local Zulu village.